Hey, we always live Elvis.
Hey, Memphis Mafia Kid,
And Teresa.
hey, y'all. Hope everybody's had a good week.
Man, it's almost over already.
Yeah, almost already. Look, got a couple quick shout outs. Troy, Robert, and Crystal want to say happy birthday.
Happy birthday. And Crystal, that question you asked, yes, I'll put our mailing address in the description below.
And happy birthday to our good friend Bill Watkins.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Bill. And we want to send some get well wishes to Miss Cricket. And a lot of you new folks may not know her, but all you old folks will. Cricket has been around and been part of the Elvis family for many, many years. And we hope you get well, and we love you, Cricket. And with that, we're going to get into...
and get well, Jake. You can't forget. I hate we're not going to see him or Linda.
Yeah, and I didn't forget, Jake, buddy. I wish you well. Hate we're gonna miss you, because I was gonna help you out. I was gonna really put a tuning on Linda D. I was gonna tune her up like I did Teresa. But hey, next time we can get together, I promise you, Jake, I will tune her up for you.
Yeah, okay.
Now with that, we'll get into some questions.
Ian King, did any fans ever break into Graceland when Elvis was alive?
Not that I'm aware of. Fans didn't. I mean, they loved Elvis, and sure they might try to get, a little something, maybe, a piece of the wall or the wood fence that run, down the other side. Small little things like that. But as far as actually doing any damage or trying to break into Graceland, not that I'm aware of. I mean, maybe early on or something. That's another good question. I'll run by Daddy maybe in the early years. I know in the later years, though, they just, that's why the gates were open. I mean, they loved Elvis and respected him, and he respected them. So.
Kathy wants to know, did Elvis ever take any of the animals to the veterinarian himself?
That's another one, not that I know of. We talked, he had Aunt Delta take Get-Low, and, some of the other ones, most of the time it was somebody like that or somebody that worked for Elvis that would take them.
Okay. Dale never dies. Okay, got it. Did Elvis ever go out in public wearing his jumpsuit?
I know one time he did. There's actually pictures of that. I think they were at a car dealership, and he had his jumpsuit on. Outside that, I can't recall any, but he did that one time that I know of.
I guess when he went to see Nixon, aren't there pictures? He's in a jumpsuit.
No, that's not a jumpsuit.
It's not a jumpsuit.
No.
Okay. It's fancy though.
It's fancy.
I Love Lucy and the Golden Girls. Was Elvis into ghost hunting? Laney is into ghost hunting.
I wouldn't say so much ghost hunting, but as we've talked about, he was fascinated with ghosts, I guess you will, spirits, afterlife, death itself. He was really into all that kind of thing. After and things before it happens and after it happens, and so I guess you could say he was into ghosts. I don't know if ghost hunting,
maybe like the supernatural.
Yeah, would be
read about it and stuff like that.
Yeah, but he was definitely into some way out there stuff.
Thomas Hansen, do you think Elvis would have made shows in smaller countries like Norway, Sweden, Denmark if he had lived?
Oh yes, we've talked about this before, but yes, he wanted to do a world tour. There's no doubt about that, and had things not happened, I'm almost positive in my mind he would have got around and did a world tour. I wished he had have, but yes, he would have definitely played. They would have tried to schedule a tour. Anybody that wanted him, I'm sure he'd have been all for it.
Nancy Erickson, have you ever tried the barbecue pork pizza?
I have.
It's good.
Matter of fact, it wasn't pork, but we had me and Teresa had a barbecue chicken pizza a couple nights ago.
It was
That
good.
was fantastic.
Yeah.
But now, I will say on the barbecued pork pizza, I don't like store bought and I won't say the name. Some of these like quick pizza restaurants that maybe have them out on the buffet. That's all I'll say. That use I guess is imitation pork or
Canned pork.
or
maybe.
imitation barbecues. It ain't barbecue pork to me. But the real barbecue pork pizzas that are made properly, you can't beat them. I love them to death. Love them.
Rosemarie, did Elvis talk about current events or politics in his days?
Sure, he was like anybody else. Now, he would talk with certain people, certain family. To get out there and just put it out in the public. We all know what he had said about that, and that's the right thing. As we've talked about before, it makes no difference, and it shouldn't make any difference. It doesn't to me, of who you like, who you vote for, we all have our opinions and what we feel and who we like. What we're here on this channel for, the one thing that we all agree, is the love of Elvis Presley. But yeah, I mean, he did talk about certain things with certain people.
Okay, Martin Memphis, she wants to know from the video when Laney was here, what was the reason for the dog on Laney's hat?
Well, just Laney being crazy, but Teresa, you.
Well, for one, I had just we have a bookcase in the studio, and I've got like 8 large TYs
Yeah,
on
look
it.
at it some more.
And that one was sitting up there, and she talked me out of it, to give it to her. So she was proud that she actually talked me out, because usually she goes to the house, "Ooh, can I have this? Can I have that?" So I'm like, no.
That's Laney boy.
I mean, you have a room full, but she did. She talked me out of it, so I guess she was showing it off. She was proud of it.
And then, she's your typical, that age, anything crazy and videos, she loves it, and she's got a mind that just
Oh yeah,
is way out there, way advanced for her age.
It's always running. All right, Helen Ludlow. We have all heard Elvis swearing on recordings. Did he swear in front of Lisa and Priscilla? I'm sure he swore in front
You
of
bet your
everybody.
ass. Yeah.
He swore in front of everybody.
Yeah, he did. Once again, y'all, Elvis was human, and you could think what you want to think and believe what you want to believe, but he's just like pretty much all of us. I won't say everyone, but he would swear when he wanted to swear, and be respectful at the times he needed to be respectful.
I was gonna say, I bet he probably didn't cuss much in front of his mama.
Yeah. I wasn't around during
No,
them
I know,
days.
but I'm just thinking.
From what I've heard, Daddy, and the way that was portrayed, and we won't get into that, with the movie. But no, they didn't talk to each other that way.
Yeah.
I can assure you. But yeah, I mean, he would swear, or some of you going, maybe what's swearing? That's cussing.
Profanity.
Yeah. So I mean, I didn't. I never did until I met Teresa.
Oh, okay.
And not saying she's bad. It rubbed off on me.
Sometimes though, it de-stresses you to just let out a cuss word once in a while. Sometimes that's the only thing that gets your point across. You know what I mean?
Well, good or bad, and I try not to, but I ain't gonna lie about it. It makes me just damn feel good when I do. So I mean, just being honest.
All right. E815 USA. When Elvis was at Graceland and not on tour, was he an early riser or did he like to sleep in late?
He loved to sleep late. And for a lot of you newcomers come aboard, a lot of you probably have already read or seen, studied it somewhere. But for those of you that don't, yes, the nights were days and the days were nights, basically. 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon, or sometimes even later, you know, when he got up and you know, would have shortly after have breakfast, you know, late evening. And, you know, and then the night actually started, you know, started the day. So
Y'all were vampires.
yeah.
Oh, it's out. Oh, sorry, it's out. No. All right, last question. From Cosmic Traveler. When people at Graceland found out Elvis had passed, was it a free-for-all up for grabs, like jewelry boxes, guitars, and such? Did those kind of things start disappearing?
No. And I was going to say until I heard the end of that question. Everybody that was around Elvis, I mean, they were there, and they were there for a reason, and none of that happened. I'll give you, for instance, use my own father. When Elvis passed away, a few days after, a week or so after, Daddy had realized, and he used to carry him around, he had a couple cases full of TCB and TLC necklaces that he kept up with. So if Elvis wanted to give somebody one, then, you know, Daddy had them on him. And he gave them back to Uncle Vernon. And the same with a lot of other guys. They, you know, it wasn't about that. It was about, you know, what we just lost. We lost a family member, and from what I remember, I guess you could say during that time it went, you know, about as good as it could go, if good's a word to use. So, but hey, y'all, look, we appreciate all these questions. Keep sending in them questions. Also, subscribe if you hadn't subscribed.
Yes.
Love
Hit
our
that like button.
Yeah, love our newcomers. Like button.
That helps push us forward,
you know,
in the
we love to thank y'all. You know, the ones of y'all that do the super thanks. Thank y'all for that.
Thank you.
Thank each and every one of y'all, because if it wasn't for y'all, we wouldn't be able to do this. And we enjoy and love doing it. Before we get out of here, you know what I'm going to say. We are packing up.
Yes.
We are headed out to Mom and Daddy's tomorrow evening. And we'll be out and about Friday, the 11th, at different places. And as we're out in different places, Teresa will post on Facebook. So, you know, hopefully we'll run into a lot of y'all. That's the plan. And then we will have, we will be at Mom and Daddy's and Danielle's event on the Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. We can't wait. We're looking forward to it. Hope everybody has a safe trip.
Yes.
And is very, very careful.
Please.
And with luck, we'll get to see y'all. And with that, y'all, hey, we're going to get out of here. But remember, we always live Elvis.